What is up, everybody? It's Lang here. So, I have Ryan with Infinite MTG, right? How's it going, man?
I'm great, thank you. How are you? You good?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't really attend Battlebond stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I'm a little bummed out about that. I think we talked about it a little bit
Yeah,
earlier, but it's going okay. I'm building building a rat deck.
nice.
I know we kind of covered that earlier. You did a whole video on what's better, rat colony or relentless rats, right? So I'm building the deck off of Marrow. So
Oh, nice.
which spiked. It did this huge
I
price
yeah,
spike.
yeah, yeah.
I I don't know where that price spike came from. I think people saw rat colony. I guess.
Probably yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, but yeah. So I haven't gotten the Battlebond as much as I would like to.
Yeah,
So I just know my specific favorite cards, and they're without a doubt like land tax, right? Like
yeah. Reprints, yeah.
yeah, doubling seasons, stuff like that. It sucks. I bought the Judge promo about a month before they released announcements for Battlebond, so I just saw the price go. I'm like, no, but it's okay. I still have the card.
Still a nice promo.
So just kind of going over what are your favorite cards in the set that you're seeing?
Well, of course, I like the combo cards. So, Stadium Vendors, the Goblin that enters to create 2 mana. That's a nice card. I'm also a group hug player at heart, so there's a lot of group hug cards. The assist mechanic's great. There's
Oh,
hug. I love the set in general. It's just great. Yeah.
yeah, I run a group hug. I run a Zedru commander, so so
Yeah.
I feel you. my my heart goes out. We always
Well,
get hate eventually though, right?
yeah.
Um, so you're looking at primarily a lot of the combo cards. Is there any specific combo that sticks out among others, or is
Well, there's quite a lot of them. Um, I'd one say is Najila, the Blade Blossom. I've probably pronounced that horribly. She goes infinite with a lot of cards. He's the one, the warrior. When she attacks, you can pay Wooburg to untap all attacking creatures you control. If you,
okay? All right.
he goes in for the Feast and Famine or Bear
Oh,
Umbra. There's so many cards,
oh,
and yeah,
combos off with. Okay, I got you. Okay, I see it. All right. Yeah, no, that's. Oh, that's gnarly. Yeah, gross.
Warrior Tribal seems very powerful in this set. Just on its own, there's a lot of warrior cards.
Yeah, I imagine also a lot of like just kind of like ways for partners to trigger that haven't been seen a lot because you're relying on other players, but like this is a crazy set for Nekusar, right? Because
Oh, definitely game plan.
it's like, oh, you can make them draw cards, make that person discard cards. Drawing cards isn't a benefit. like it's kind of
Yeah,
screwed
no,
up.
no.
But yeah, I was just going through it and like I don't know. I'm trying to go through what's good in the set. I noticed Academy or sorry, it's Arena Rector, right? That
Yes.
that's the thing, right?
Where it
Um,
dies, tutor for a planeswalker.
oh,
Powerful.
so gross. I see it happening a lot in probably let's see. I don't know if it would fit well in Super Friends decks. I'm not quite sure about that, but I know it's really big in Highlander.
Yeah. I mean, with Flash, that's a turn to Ugin or a turn to Khan. It's ridiculously powerful.
Ugh, brutal, just absolutely heinous. And where I go with it, right, is I go into because I play Commander so much, I go into Sorin, right, like Sorin
Oh,
Markov, and then you just slap that, and you're like, turn 4, you're 10 in life.
yeah.
And then if you want to be grosser than that, you go hit Sugu, right? And it does 10 and just eats them.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I'm super stoked about Arena Rector. I'm super stoked about land tax and doubling seasons.
Yeah. I feel sorry for people who brought them all because the prices have crashed, but they needed reprints really.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because getting a hold of like doubling seasons was like, what was it, like $60-$70 card now, and it's like that needed to take a hit, and I buy and sell and trade cards, right? So like, even buying cards and like having them and being like, okay, I'm gonna sell them at a higher price, I don't even mind that, because yeah, it drops the price, sure, it's a reprint, but like, people just need the card. Like,
one thing I'll say is it's being reprinted at Mythic though, and will that really hit the price that much? Because like Tarmogoyf was graded up to Mythic and it didn't hit the price as much as we'd expect it to or hope it would. So will it really tank the price at all?
Temporarily. I think it'll hit it temporarily, for about a good month or two after the release of the thing.
I mean, it'll just go up again.
Yeah, and then it'll just hit where it was before, because Tarmogoyf, they brought back Big Daddy Jason to Modern, and they brought back Glistener Elf, or not Glistener Elf.
Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, Bloodbraid with Cascade. And that did this weird thing with Jund, to where it brought all of them way higher. And
Yeah.
I was sitting there with my $60 lilies, and then I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh, yes! So, and yeah, like you said, Tarmogoyf got reprinted. I think it dropped to about 60 for a while there.
Yeah, it did drop, but then it didn't stay low. It went up again, so...
Yeah, it ended up, I think it's now like 120, if not 170. 120.
I think Dark Confident, it got reprinted. I'm pretty sure it went back up again, so...
Yeah. So, getting it printed at Mythic really isn't a problem. I didn't mean to go into, like, finance with you. It's just...
No, yeah, it's fine.
It's just an interesting market, you know.
I mean, Microsynth, that's like $20 cards. That's a good reprint.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the Merfolk? It was the Merfolk that is invincible to target player.
Oh, True Name Nemesis. True Name Nemesis. Yeah.
There you
Name
go.
Nemesis. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the. I think it got only reprinted in the Nekosar deck, right? Like, it never had tons of reprints, and then like True Name Nemesis is just a bomb too, because it's like, oh, you can't block 1v1 formats. It's even still good, so it's like.
Yeah, my friend's pulled a copy of it today, so.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm stoked about that. I bought a box. I can't decide whether draft or crack, because I want to crack it.
Draft. Always draft.
I know. It's bad. The problem is I'm trying to get people together to like draft it.
Yeah.
But I can't get them on camera. So I want to show them what's in the box, right?
Yeah.
And then like it's hard to get people to want to be on camera. So thank you for being on camera. So
another thing with Battlebond is the commons aren't pauper legal, and that kind of confuses me a bit because they're not in MTGO. So
interesting. I actually read that somewhere, and I wasn't sure if it was true or not, but
yeah, I mean, in casual, in your play group, you can change the rules, say you can play with them, but unless they print it in like treasure chests and MTGO, they won't be pauper legal, which is
that's confusing.
Yeah.
That's
players, yeah.
I bet a lot of Pauper fans were just sitting there like waiting for certain cards to be printed, come in, and they're like, you can't do that. They're, single tier. But yeah, I mean that's I'm glad that they're trying to print things at a more common level that need to be printed though at the same time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So it's like they haven't really validated Pauper as a form, like,
yeah,
it is a format. It is definitely.
Star Sea Games, Channel Fireball, they admit it's there, but Wizards don't do it yet.
Yeah, like you see, like the Professor Brian, like just pay homage to Pauper all the time, and I can just tell he's frustrated. Like the guy.
That's great format, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean every so often I'll release a deck for it, but yeah, as soon as they validate it, that's when it goes, I guess. But oh well, it'll still be fun. So I kind of wanted to go over Commander Anthology while we're kind of speaking about expensive cards. It's a good segue, if you will. So WotC's printing. I can't remember the date for it. There was a date range. I think it's coming out pretty soon. I want to say
June 8th. That's what I.
Yeah, June 8th. I think it's like in a week from now.
Yeah, not very long. Yeah.
Yeah. So Commander Anthology is being pushed out, and
Good decks in there.
oh yeah, Anthology 2. Sorry.
Oh
And we have Devour for Power, right?
yeah.
Built from scratch, which is all artifacts red, which is weird, but there's reprints in it.
It's good. Yeah.
Wade into Battle, which is
Experience.
Boros.
Yeah.
Right? And then Breed Lethality, which is everybody's favorite. It's the one everybody loves, and like everybody wants to get a hold of Atraxa, right? It's the card. So
Ridiculously expensive at the moment.
absolutely. So before this I researched it as of, let's see, 6/2/2018. So anybody seeing it past then, I don't know if the dates still hold, but it's, oh boy, it's about like minimum $90, right? And
3 times the original price.
yeah, it's like minimum $90. I've also seen copies run for about like for about 150 in some cases, like
Wow.
if there's lots of shipping. So the average is probably about 120.
Yeah.
But
But Atraxa herself, she was an expensive card.
yeah, Traxxer herself. I got a copy before they announced this too, and I'm like, oh well, all right. It's okay though because I was running in a deck. It wasn't like for finance reasons. So, but yeah, I kind of like that concept that they're reprinting a lot of much needed cards in the decks. Maybe not
Yes.
the decks we. It's the decks we want, but like Red and Boros are a little weak in Commander just because.
Boris is the weakest 2-color pair. It doesn't have the card draw. It's fun, but it needs a push.
Yeah, and if it's a multiplayer game, like Boros just gets wrecked. Like
Yeah.
it has no sustainability. It has to win like fast, like really ridiculously, grossly fast.
Yeah.
And I think Command Zone or Command Cast, right, with Jimmy and Josh,
Love it.
so good. Their product quality is
Yeah.
frustrating. They raised the bar for everybody. But I think they did a show on, oh boy, Breaking Boros. So they had it look like the Breaking Bad.
I love that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely the underprivileged one. So I guess they're kind of supporting it.
The first Commander Anthology was amazing gameplay-wise. I know people said the decks weren't balanced, but I played about 10 games just out of the box, no alterations at all. And it was pretty even. The Merrin deck won the most because everyone looks at Kalia and they're like, we got to kill Kalia. It was really fun, though. I've played all the different decks. I've deassembled them now and built my own decks. But they are really fun, out-of-the-box experiences. I hope this is the same.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Imperial Derevi was the other commander in that one, right? It was Derevi, Merrin, and Freyalise, and then Thalia. I have a Thalia deck too, so everybody hates on it so bad. You have to like.
Understandably.
No, it's fair. It's completely fair. I'm not saying don't hate on me. I'll win later. Like that's fair.
I like Merrin though. That's probably my favorite of those 4. Merrin.
Oh yeah, my fiance. She just runs. All she runs is like grave stuff, grave recursion. It's dredge all the way. Like she was so mad when they messed up grave troll in modern.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think why were people saying Merrin was stronger out of the first anthology?
most people were saying Kalia and then Merrin, and then a lot of people said Derevi and Freylis was the worst, but Freylis is quite powerful and she can hold up in her own.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think mono green elves can kind of
Yeah,
go off, but
can.
I just remember my first modern experience. Second game I ever played, it like in an official, setting, or not official, but like at
No,
a game store, not kitchen table. I got wrecked. Turn 2 elves.
wow.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, infinite mana, infinite creatures. Turn 2. Okay, concede.
Fair enough.
I think.
I quite enjoy the infinite combos, and I love it when I see someone else go off like that. But I understand it can be annoying if it happens all the time.
Honestly, it's part of the game though, so you can't be mad at combo players. And I know it's kind of it's an extra thing in Commander to like be very upset at combo players because there's a lot of really easy combos, right, that span across all of Magic's history. So it's very easy to break the game, right? like Blood Bond or Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Bond, right?
Yeah.
And it's like goes infinite, very easy, but at the same time, it's like I've seen. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah. That's a powerful combo.
yeah, I was trying like. I wish Commander players would be a little bit more receptive to combos, right? And I started out as a combo player, but then everybody hated on it so much, and they just ran so much enchantment removal. It's not like there's no answer for it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you can always hold 2 blue mana up, right? You can always counterspell that. It's not something that isn't answerable.
Yeah, I mean, combos are part of the game. Like Channel Fireball, since Alpha, combos have been a thing. So I understand it can be annoying if you're playing and you can't win ever and turn 2 infinite combos. I don't like turn 2 infinite combos. I prefer late game combos because you have to, especially big interactions like 5-card combos. It's just really fun to just see the contraption going off, as they'd say. It's just fun.
Yeah, I definitely think it's. You can't even be mad if you get hit with a 5-card combo. You know what I mean? Like if they assemble their pieces in that way and then go off, it's like, oh well, you can't be upset at that, or you can, but it would be illogical, irrational, all that jazz. But sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent, but I kind of want to like bring us into different color combinations for combos because we are. I can't remember when, but we're returning to Ravnica, right?
Yes, October 5th, Guilds of Ravnica.
Oh man, I'm kind of like, are you specifically a combo player, or do you lean towards it, or?
I do play Pauper. I've got my Pauper combo deck, and in Modern I've got my Mod. Although in Commander I am at heart a group pug player, fell the griff all the way. I have built combo decks before. But I enjoy combos, not as much playing them in game, just kind of the idea behind them outside of game, looking for interactions. I enjoy trying to break the game in that way to create a combo like that. It's just fun for me in general. I just enjoy that.
Absolutely, yeah. The concept of a lot of the combos is like certain combos are also have a level of flavor to them, right? Like they run off artifacts and stuff, and then you're like, oh, that's intricate and cool.
Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood, it's a very flavorful combo as well. It fits, they're both vampire cards, yeah.
I'll admit, it is kind of broken, and I do run it in my the Edgar Markov deck.
I can't blame you.
Oh, it's just, well, it's the flavor win. It's the flavor win. But I kind of wonder what we'll see in Return to Ravnica for like combos and stuff. Because I know they had a lot of interactions in the past one. It's the return to Ravnica, right? It's Ravnicaception.
Definitely, yes.
But a lot of the dual colors are going to be utilized. Like we're going to get Rakdos, we're going to get all these cards
The
back.
best.
So maybe we'll see more combos coming in through Ravnica.
Yeah. I mean, every set kind of has combos. I've got like the series, all infinite combos in X set, which shows. I don't think they could make it possible to not have an infinite combo. Maybe not in standard, but if you go through every card for all of Magic, there's gonna be a combo in a set. They have to be. They can't make it not have a combo. It's just they'd have to purposely try to not make a combo in a set.
And then I feel like they would lose some interest too because you can't just get rid of combos.
Yeah. I mean, I'm scrolling through the spoilers looking for the combos. That's what gets me excited. It's spoiler season. If they got rid of that, I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you get rid of combos, to some level, you're going to get rid of synergy. So,
yeah.
So it's like, well, shucks, right? But, so we also have, sorry, I'm just going through some of the stuff here. In Ravnica, they kind of spoiled something when they announced it.
There's going to be 3 sets, and the third one's set on Ravnica, but it's not about the guilds. That's quite interesting, intriguing. I'm looking forward to it.
I think they could have done the release they kind of didn't do a great job of announcing it. It was kind of more, okay, everybody sit down. We have a school board announcement.
Yeah.
We're just gonna it seemed a little, I don't know. I wanted them to be more hyped about it, honestly, because Ravnica came in right before I started playing.
Amazing. My friends built a Ravnica cube, and drafting that's just so fun. And they need to print a Thublip card. There has to be a Thublip card.
Yeah, absolutely. There needs to be, without a doubt. Just quit Magic. No, I won't quit Magic. I'll be back in 6 months if I quit Magic.
Yeah, he has to be in a combo as well. If there's a Thublip card that goes in an infinite combo, I'll be happy.
Yeah, hey, you're in luck because I bet there has to be something.
There has to be at least a Thublip mention. If not a card, there has to be in the artwork or something. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I mean that's kind of cool. But so the set is gonna be like the Ravnica block, and then it's going to be the Allegiance. Right?
Guild Ravnica Allegiances, and the third one's not been named yet because it's all the storyline. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right. So it's gonna be intricate on the basis that it's okay. Yeah, it's based off the story. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair that they can't spoil that. Like,
I think they'll give the name after M19. I've got a feeling that that's when Bolus will reveal his master plan, and they can name the set at least.
How do you feel about M19, by the way?
I didn't love core sets when they used to have them. I liked the Garrick core set. I thought that was quite interesting, mainly because of the Garrick the Slayer cards you got in the pre-release packs. But in general, I'm not a great fan of core sets because, I mean, there's some good cards. The Titan series is powerful, but I'm not a fan of... There's not that much flavor behind core sets. There's no lore behind them, normally at least.
It's like, here's your reprints.
Yeah. And with Battlebond, my one complaint I have is that the reprints they have the artwork from the previous sets, and it doesn't make sense lore-wise. Like, there's all this card's from Tarkir, and it's got the same artwork, but it's on this plane now, and that kind of it's nitpicky, but it kind of annoys me a little bit because
it's not exactly a flavor win.
Exactly, yeah, and that's kind of why I play Magic, is the flavor, and it's just. But I mean, core sets are good for new players because they come with all the prints from the past, cards that you need for Commander. But not normally the most powerful cards. But I suppose it could be good. The art we've seen so far looks quite good. And a few of the cards, they're fine. Not the best cards, but there's some fine cards.
You know, I'm having trouble with it because I'm not seeing a lot of cards that are my favorite for powerful. And they're like, here, this is kind of a set to get you caught up, right? We want to integrate this into standard, right? Or in a way, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's fine, but if you're not introducing powerful cards that I want for other formats, it's a dud for me. And
yeah, I don't really play standard. At the moment, I have a standard deck. It's Tetsuko and Rat Colony. It's really fun, but I don't actually play standard much. It's just I had to build this one deck because it just looked so fun. But as I don't really play standard much because I don't enjoy the rotation. I buy loads of cards in every set for the cube and for commander, but I don't enjoy rotation. So I don't know if Core 19 doesn't have cards that are good in commander or in the cube or any infinite combos. I'm not going to be that interested in it.
Or like modern or stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they got core sets back after they got rid of them.
Yeah, I was kind of confused on that front as well. Like I wasn't sure if like there was this huge gap where they didn't do core sets, right? So I think it went up to like 14, 15. 14?
There was core 15.
Yeah.
There was core 15. Then there was Magic Origins.
Yeah, and then there's no 16, and then there's like a gap. There's a hiatus till like 18, 19. so it's like I don't know the business decision behind it, but it must have been a dud in some way. Like they didn't want to reintroduce a whole bunch of things that they already put in because people have a hard time getting excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wonder if that's why, and they're less flavorful. I just don't know if the public will support it unless they put really big bombs in it, like just heavy, like Dark Confidant level bombs, right? And
like Battlebond, yeah.
I don't see them doing that.
Mm.
But hey, we can always hope. Maybe they'll reprint snow-covered lands.
Well, that would sell the set alone. If there was a snow-covered land in every booster. Yeah. They are ridiculously expensive, snow-covered lands.
Oh, you know what the ultimate would be? The ultimate would be, full art snow-covered lands.
So sold on that alone.
Like, it would sell, just fire sale.
Like an unstable, that'd be great.
Oh god, I loved Unstable so much.
So fun.
I bought like 3 boxes. Just
I brought 1 box.
I bought it for the land, but I kept playing it for the cube.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So fun.
So, kind of segueing into a different topic here. I kind of wanted to cover Arena. I'm in the beta right now. The beta, and it's okay. I have to grind for a lot of cards that I really don't want to grind for, and it's this, it's the loot box thing, right? It's the pay to play, and Magic has always been pay to play, right? Which is fair, but at the same time, it's like, how do you compare that with your MTGO collection? I know you don't specifically play MTGO, but maybe Arena is a format for all the consoles, right?
I mean, I don't play MTGO because it's not on Mac. If it was on Mac, I'd play it. The same problem with Arena. I have played Arena. I got beta tested quite early on, and I've played it on my friends' computers, family members' computers, and I just loved it. It's so fun. I honestly am a massive fan of the graphics and all that, and how all the characters speak when they come in, especially the Planeswalkers. I think it's very different to MTGO. In terms of what's better, MTGO has got all the going back in history. You can play Commander because of all the history of cards, whereas Arena, you've only got the standard stuff. And I'm not a great fan of the standard format. So it would be hard to put all the old cards into it because you have to program them all individually, how they'd interact. So I understand that. So that's the one thing I think MTGO has got above Arena at the moment, is that the old card pool and all the cards, plus there's trading, which isn't going to be in Arena, they've said.
Yeah, I guess my frustration with it is, once again, I don't play Standard that much, oddly enough. I build lots of Standard decks just to have the concept to help people in Standard, help through it. I usually build decks way ahead, so it's usually only encompassing one set, because I know the other one's going to rotate out. Yeah. And there's no way to tell what's going to rotate out of MTG Arena, right? We don't know what's going to rotate out, if they're going to do this like rotation thing, if any legacy things will go in, right? And it's like, I really hope that they expand the universe into like Modern and Commander and build the card library, because it has everything up on MTGO. MTGO just kind of feels janky and bad, but it has a history, is why I think it retains its value, and that's kind of like Magic too. It has a lot of history.
I mean, when you think about it, Modern, I think it's like 15 years old, the Modern format, so it wouldn't be easy for them to... Because they've had MTGO, how long... I don't know how long MTGO has been out there for, but they haven't... So they haven't had to put as many cards into there. But with MTG, it would be hard to suddenly put all 15 years worth of cards into MTG Arena. So I can understand why it's only standard at the moment. I just hope that if we vote with our wallets, if we pay for MTG Arena, I think that's what will make them put all the old cards in there. And if people are playing it, then that's what's going to encourage Wizards, because they're at the end of the day, they're a business, and them making MTG Arena is not free, so they're not going to put all the old cards on there if they're not going to make money out of it. So, I mean, I would like them to be able to just put all the cards on there overnight, but that's not going to happen. It's going to take time. So I understand it from where they're coming from. But, I mean, it's not easy. But the design is amazing on Arena. I'm a massive fan of the interactions, the graphics, all of that. I just love how it looks visually.
Yeah, I agree. Like, in a way, it's kind of an untold deal. It's kind of like an unspoken deal between us and Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro to kind of be like, okay, hey, we realize that this is the one, right? It's not just a Magic Duels, right? It's gonna be the one replacing MTGO, so we have to support it, and then with their goodwill, maybe they'll give us the older stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how I see it. It's like, okay, if, we're gonna support this. I got the beta. We got everything going. Maybe we can get the older cards once it builds up some money.
I mean, a lot of people have been saying, will Wizards let you take your MTGO collection and put it into Arena? No. I don't think they will. I mean, people have been saying, make the accounts connected. They're not going to... They need the... It's money for them. They want the money. They're not going to let you do something for free.
Well, and the software it would take to... bridge those gaps is like, that's a huge cost right there. They aren't gonna let you bring stuff over.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening, and I don't even know if I can argue that it should, right?
Yeah, I mean, I understand people have spent a lot of money on MTGO, but Wizards did say in the contract you don't own any of the cards, which is another reason I don't play MTGO, is because you don't own any of it, and it all belongs to Wizards. But I mean, it's fine. The format's fine. I don't hate MTGO. I quite like it. If it was on Mac, I probably would play it. But they need to put Arena on Mac as well. Just going to say, because that would get my money at least. But,
yeah. I mean, that needs to be a thing, and I think it's based in Unity. I think, right? So I think it's going to be able to be multiple platforms, and hopefully all the platforms can connect and talk. So maybe that'll be a good basis. We could play against each other. That'd be dope.
That'd be great, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's another selling point. So if they sell that and then slowly build up the world behind it, then I think it'll go off. And I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. I know Magic Duels kind of was a screw up. I know it didn't go well. I didn't spend any money on it, and no one did anyway, and not many people did. But the people that did are very upset.
One thing I would say is Magic Duels was good for getting new people into the game. So I had a few friends who I'd want to get into Magic. So I'd say, this is free app you can get. Go download Magic Duels. Don't spend money on it. Spend money on the cards. But this will teach you how to play. It teaches you how to play really well. But then the tutorial wasn't skippable, so I kind of gave up because I couldn't skip the tutorial and it was quite boring. But my friends who are new, they really enjoyed it, and that's what got them into real Magic, was this app that's not very good, but the tutorial was good, if only it could be skipped.
Yeah, I think Magic in general is missing a lot of introductory content, and if that fills that gap, then that's fine. I in a way, I think Arena also does the same thing now. It's an easier segue for people to come in, start playing, very intuitive, very click the thing that does the thing, and and then it's it's just easier for the individual, and I think that will be a selling cost for them. So
also in settings you can get rid of, so you can play a spell and it'll tap the lands for you. Then you can go into settings and turn that feature off. So it's good that if you're newer, you can have all these features to help you out. But when you get used to the game, that could annoy you, so you can turn them off. So the customization is there, and that's something that I'm a massive fan of at the moment as well.
And just coming from a program standpoint, like that's very difficult to like program in, like to cut out a customization step for like the end step. You're marking off all the things that happen, right? Marking off all the like turns and interactions. In a way, I think that's really good. I like, actually, one thing I did want to point out was that I liked when they, if you're all tapped out on mana, they're like, you can't do anything.
Yeah, that was good, yeah.
It's just their turn. But where I see a conflict there is like Pact of Negation, right? If they ever end up going back in history, there are cards that don't cost anything or cost life.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
Yeah. So,
I assume they'll program that onto the card, so if this card is in your hand, ignore that feature. I'm assuming that's kind of something they'd do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult, but I hope they do go back. I hope it gets the support it needs. But I don't know. So kind of wrapping things up here, just kind of moving along. I wanted to do a shout out to you. Where can my folks find your folks? Where are you stationed?
On YouTube, I am infinite_mtg. On Instagram, I am infinite_mtg, and on Facebook, I'm infinite_mtg. So, thank you. Same for you. Where can my fans find you?
So you can find me at I'm just running the channel under Lang Galea on YouTube, and you can contact my email to it's open to anybody. So I pick up fan mail and everything. I can't always guarantee I check it, but lang.galea1888@gmail, and everything is tied to that. So you'll find us on Twitter. We'll coordinate and send out all our stuff and post on our stuff. But it was cool to have you on, Ryan.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's great chat. Yeah, thank you.
It was fun doing it. Usually I'm working in a vacuum, so it's just a echo chamber full of parrots. So it's nice to work with other people.
Do it again one day. Yeah.
Hopefully, Arena will get multiplayer format and we'll play. So alrighty. Well, that's about it for this episode. Got any last end step stuff you want to talk about or bring up? Anything
just make sure to subscribe to Lang Galea. That's about it.
Hey. Oh, you're making me blush. Alrighty. Well, thanks, Ryan. And I'll catch you guys later.